last time I talked about healthcare reform, I talked about how I don't really think the expenses are going to decrease with the current plans. But I actually do believe if we worked hard on getting the cost to decrease, we could actually increase coverage by that, not by starting another entitlement program. But before I talk about that, I wanted to talk about something that I've heard quite a bit about, and that is healthcare a right or a responsibility? You even heard it come up in the 2008 presidential campaigns. Obama said it was a right, and he won the election, and McCain said it was a responsibility, and he lost the election. I guess most of the politicians who are championing health care reform would agree that health care reform is a right. Even Max Baucus, who is a senator from Montana, he's taking kind of a different tack, and he says that, well, once we get health care costs down to where it's affordable, then it becomes your responsibility to buy it, i.e. a government mandate that everybody has health care insurance. There's just one problem with that, and that completely twists the definition of responsibility. Responsibility is something you do of your own volition. It's not something you do of the government's volition. So I guess when you talk about healthcare right or responsibility, you have to get a little bit ideological or philosophical, and you have to talk about this. You have to get into this concept of positive liberties versus negative liberties. Negative liberties are when the government can't do something to you. They can't tell you what God to worship, or they can't tell you who you can hang out with, or what you can say. They're an absence of constraints or barriers on you living the good life. Positive liberties are the opposite. Positive liberties are where the government does something to you to help you live the good life. Government gives you health care, or government gives you education. The problem with that is that government has to go out and get it and take it from somebody. The people who create it. Negative liberties are the foundation of this country. Positive liberties are the foundation of tyranny and economic disaster, because they upend the market, they upend freedom of contract.
Get the yellow things out of here. We're going to take the tarp off here.
Protection of personal property, the work ethic, and I don't know what else. I guess it's fair to say, forget about the right versus responsibility thing. It's in our best interest. And I think it's completely doable.